Hi, I'm Allison, licensed marriage and family therapist in Bakersfield, California. I provide therapy for the deep feelers and overthinkers, and today I'm going to be going into what therapeutic approach I take in, I guess, when I provide therapy. I have four main ones, so let's dive in. So one of the first ones is dialectical behavioral therapy. When I was in the beginning of my career, so even before I was a therapist and before I did like case management, I had a lot of training in dialectical behavioral therapy, or once I accidentally called it diabolical behavioral therapy, oops, or DBT, where it kind of focuses on four main components to help you have a more regulated and meaningful life. The parts that I love to use are from the core mindfulness skills, like the non-judgmental stance and learning how to remain a little bit more neutral in things, not in the sense that we're accepting it, but in a way that we're not adding more pain to our lives than necessary. Like, life is pretty painful as is. We don't need to add fuel to the flames. There's also skills that I like to use from the emotional regulation and distress tolerance. How do we manage our feelings so we're not going up and down every day, because that's exhausting? And how do we manage things so we're not feeling like we're constantly in crisis, because that's also tiring on our nervous system. Nobody wants to be like that. Or maybe we do, but that's a different kind of conversation for later. Another thing I'd like to do is cognitive behavioral therapy, or parts from CBT. I don't do it to modality, but I do like looking at thoughts and seeing how they play a part in how you're feeling about yourself and about the situation. Not in a like gaslighty way, like, oh, hey, let's try to convince ourselves of something. Usually our thoughts, even if they're really messed up, and when I say messed up, like, they make us feel awful, or it's awful towards us. And usually there's like certain feelings that are associated with it. That's the part that I'm interested in, and like, okay, let's explore that. As well, like, it helps me like learn more about like your beliefs about yourself, about the world, whatnot. I also like to do existential, and not necessarily like decolonize, but definitely looking from a systemic oppression approach to like, how does the systems impact the way that you are in this world, and what areas do you have actual control? Because obviously some of this you can't fix, and it's not your fault, but you're the one who you're still in the room, and if anything can help you manage that better, then obviously I would provide support without actually blaming you. Whereas existential is like, ooh, let's go into like the meaning of life. Anyhow, if you'd like to learn more about me, make sure you go to my page, like and follow for more.